to Lexxii and welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video, this is actually a response video to The Truth Show, in which you're not familiar with her. I'm going to link her channel down below. Tell her Lexxii sent you, in which she was talking about the singer Aaliyah, in which allegedly her case is set to be reopened this year. And if you're not familiar with who Aaliyah is, I feel like I should insert a picture. I feel like I shouldn't. But to the younger generation, if you're not familiar with who Aaliyah is, I'm going to insert a picture right here. And basically, like, she's a singer. As you can see, she's a very beautiful girl. She was a very young singer that sung back in the early 90s to the late 90s to the early 2000s to her untimely death in 2002, in which she died in a plane crash. And basically, with The Truth Show, it's basically a pile of videos in one video talking about Aaliyah, talking about her death, the plane crash, her funeral, all this, that, and the third. And pretty much I'm just going to give my opinion on the whole thing. So here goes. In which I wasn't planning on doing a mukbang, but I'm hungry right now, so we're going to be eating some pineapple chunks while I'm talking about this. So yeah. Let's first get into the plane crash. I want to say this. They say the reason, like, there's so many news articles online stuff talking about the plane crash, saying that, you know, the reason why the plane crashed was because it was overloaded. And you think somebody wouldn't have common sense enough to recognize that and be like, whoa, like, we don't need to put nothing else or nobody else on this plane, because as you can see, it's overloaded. Like, are you sure this is safe to fly? Because what if we get, like, high up in the air and stuff like that and the plane crashes? Like, don't you think we need to come up with a plan B? Nobody did that. But fun fact, according to the video and stuff like that, according to The Truth Show, she did some research and stuff like that, and allegedly now, if you're not familiar with the musician Lenny Kravitz, insert picture here, allegedly, he had offered Aaliyah another plane that she could take and stuff like that, so she would have to get on this plane, but a man named Hype Williams took it away from her. Like, dude, like, here it is, there's this nice man offering you another plane, but yet you're just taking it away from her so you can get on this plane. Like, he was actually, honestly, if you ask me, obviously no one thought Aaliyah would die and stuff like that, but if you ask me, Lenny Kravitz, he actually was about to save Aaliyah's life, if you think about it, because he actually had offered her another plane that she could take, as opposed to taking the one that's going to crash. He pretty much was about to save her life, but Hype Williams decided to jump his ass in and just take it away from her. Like, that could have saved her life. Like, I just feel like some things in life could be avoided with just a little common sense, but some people just don't use it, and next thing you know, the unthinkable happens. Like, it's just like, here's this man, he's offering to pretty much give you another plane so you won't have to get on this overloaded one, but yet you want to take it away from her. Like, why? And another thing, let's talk about the pilot. Now, there are plenty of news reports and stuff about the plane crash from back in the day. And pretty much what happened, like, Aaliyah, if you're familiar with the Rock the Boat music video, I'm going to link it down below. And that video actually was filmed in the Bahamas. And that music video was actually filmed in the Bahamas and stuff like that. And the pilot that had flew them to the Bahamas, they had said that allegedly he had coke in his system. And I'm not talking about the coke that you drink. I'm talking about the other kind of coke. They had said, you know, once the plane crashed, he was amongst the millions of people that died in the plane crash, and he had coke in his system. And come to find out, not only that, they had said that he wasn't even equipped to fly. So here it is. You had a plane that was overloaded. You had a man that offered pretty much to give the girl another plane, but it was taken away from her. And to top it all off, there's this man, this pilot, that wasn't even equipped to fly, and let alone he was a druggie. Like, WTF, people. And also, to top it all off, Aaliyah had, it was, well, I don't know if it was confirmed or it was alleged, but it was said that Aaliyah had a fear of flying. This girl had a fear of flying, but yet you people decided to put her in an uncomfortable situation anyways. I swear, it's just like, if you ask me, it seemed like a lot of people were pretty much out, to take control over this girl's life. But keep in mind, she was young, pretty much new to the industry. So, of course, there were a lot of older heads around her that were out to, make decisions for her and to use and manipulate her and stuff like that. And to put her in an uncomfortable situation like this, where she's pretty much telling you that she's afraid of flying, it just goes to show you don't care about no one else but yourself. Like, here it is, this girl is telling you that she has a fear of flying, but yet you're putting her in an uncomfortable situation anyway. Like, really? Like, you people just make me sick. Like, if she's telling you that she has a fear of flying, and let alone, she had a bad feeling, she had a good feeling about that plane anyway. So here it is, she had a fear of flying, and let alone she had an uncomfortable feeling about the plane anyway. You decide to put her in a situation where obviously you didn't know she was going to get hurt, but she ended up getting hurt. Like, if she telling you she has a fear of flying, then you should have came up with an alternative. You could have let her take a train or something like that to back home or something like that instead of having to fly. Like, I'm just saying. Like, there's just so many alternatives that people could have taken to where this girl could have been here today. And also, it was said in that video that allegedly that Aaliyah, she was given a sedative, in which a sedative is pretty much given to someone to make them fall asleep and stuff like that. She was given a sedative before she had got on the plane and stuff like that. And pretty much someone had to carry her on the plane. So pretty much during the whole flight, up to the point where it crashed, this girl's pretty much knocked out. She was pretty much drugged up. It just made me sick, man. Like, not only do you have a plane that's overloaded, you have a pilot that's a druggie, let alone that's not equipped to fly. You had a man, a nice man, Lenny Kravitz, offer this girl a plane, another plane that's not overloaded, only to have it taken away from her by Hype Williams. You have this girl telling you she has a fear of flying, let alone she got a bad feeling about the plane, and she was given a sedative. It makes me think, was this a tragic accident? Was this all planned and stuff like that to kill her? Who knows? One thing's for sure, the creator up there knows the truth. And Aaliyah, watch from up above, knows the truth. And when it comes out, somebody's going to jail for a very long time. And also, speaking of Hype Williams, I mentioned him many times in this video and stuff like that. Not only did he take the plane away from her and stuff like that, but it is said that, he declines to do any videos. He declines to do any interviews talking about Aaliyah. And I think that's a little sus. Like, how come you don't want to talk about it? Could you possibly have a guilty conscience? Or you never know. It probably hurts him to talk about it because him and Aaliyah, they were really close back in the day and stuff like that. So maybe that could be the reason, or maybe it's a guilty conscience. I don't know. But it's alleged that possibly he had something to do with her death, because not only did he take the plane away from her, not only did he decline to do videos talking about her, but it is said that originally the Rock the Boat music video that was taking place in the Bahamas, originally they had their sights set on Miami, but Hype Williams wanted to be shot in the Bahamas because the Bahamas has some pretty beaches, in which if you've been to Miami has some pretty beaches too, so they just as well could have shot in Miami, somewhere close to home, as opposed to going to the Bahamas. So that was a red flag too. So all in all, I just want to say, on one hand, it could have been a tragic accident. Maybe no one probably thought the plane was that overloaded, and yeah, it just possibly could have crashed by accident. But on another hand, there are just so many red flags here. Like I said, the overloaded plane, the nice man offering you another plane only to have it be taken away, the pilot that's not equipped to fly, let alone he's a druggie, the sedative, and the girl telling you she has a fear of flying, only to be put in an uncomfortable situation anyway. there's strong possibility foul play could have been involved. Like, I don't know. Like, there are just some things that are not adding up here. Like, maybe it was a tragic accident. Maybe foul play was involved. I don't know. But, hey, only time will tell. The truth will come out eventually. So, yeah. Also, I just want to say this. Why are y'all just now with, allegedly, they say the case is set to be reopened this year in 2023. Why are people just now deciding to reopen the case? Like, how come y'all haven't opened the case early on in the year? It's like around the time she died. Like, how come y'all are waiting like years upon down the line? Let me see. She died in 2002, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You're pretty much waiting 16 years later to reopen the case. Like, really? Like, it just really just doesn't make any sense. Like, you could have opened it many years ago before, like, you could have opened the case many years ago and could have been solved it. But why are y'all waiting until now? Like, it just really doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm just saying. So, yeah. That just about concludes this video. Like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna insert my social media handles over here as well in the description below. So feel free to add and follow me on those. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications, because if you don't, what's the point? Anyways, I'm fixing to eat the rest of these pineapple chunks. So, peace.